Hello everyone. So today we are going to discuss the questions which was asked in T1 examination, and we are going to discuss the questions which was there in section B. Okay, so basically three questions have been asked in section B, that is of 2 marks, one 3 marks, and one is of 5 marks. So let us discuss about it one by one. So the first question, that is of 2 marks, that is synthetic fibers are stronger than natural fibers. Still, we prefer to wear cotton clothes and not the synthetic clothes. Why? So this question is asking that as we know, synthetic fibers are stronger than that of the natural fiber. But still, we prefer to wear clothes that is made up of cotton fiber or natural fiber rather than the synthetic fibers. So what will be the reason behind that? So that thing it is asking. So let us see what will be the answer. So it is because synthetic fibers do not absorb sweat or water and they stick to the body, which makes them uncomfortable to wear in hot and humid conditions. They catch fire very easily and it can cause severe burn injuries. So the answer will be what? That synthetic fibers do not absorb sweat or water and they get stick to the body, and which makes them uncomfortable to wear in hot and humid conditions. And nowadays, this is hot and humid conditions. So if we will wear the synthetic fiber, it is not going to absorb sweat or water and they stick to the body, and which makes uncomfortable to wear the synthetic fibers or synthetic clothes which is made up of the synthetic fibers. And also, they catch fire very easily and it can cause severe burn injuries. Other disadvantages is also that they are a very good conductor of heat and they can catch fire very easily and it can cause severe burn injuries. While in the case of when we talk about the natural fibers, they are good absorbers. They absorb water and even the sweat and water and did not stick to the body. Like when we wear the cotton clothes are most comfortable fabric to wear in the summer. Why? Because it doesn't absorb. It absorbs the heat and also it is very light in nature and it is very comfortable to wear. While in the case of synthetic fibers, they do not absorb sweat or water and they stick to the body, which makes them uncomfortable to wear in hot and humid conditions, and they catch fire very easily and it can cause severe burn injuries. So this will be the answer of this question. Now coming to the other question, that is of 3 marks, that what is the effect of protein deficiency on the health of children? Name any 3 sources of proteins. So here this question is asking that what will be the effect of protein deficiency? If protein deficiency is there in any children, so what will be the effect you will see in that particular child's body? So that effect, and also what are the 3 sources of protein? So let us see what will be the answer of this question. So deficiency of protein leads to a disease called kwashiorkor. As we have studied that, when there is a deficiency of protein in the body, only that protein, then the disease will occur, that is kwashiorkor. And they have large pot-like belly. And if any child is suffering from this disease kwashiorkor, they have large pot-like belly. Stunted growth means slow growth, swelling of face and limbs, skin disease, mental retardation, and diarrhea. So these are the different effects you will see in the body of the children when he or she is suffering from the protein deficiency. So they are having the pot-like belly, stunted growth, swelling of face and limbs, and skin disease, mental retardation, and diarrhea. There is one other case also, that deficiency of proteins along with carbohydrates. Deficiency leads to marasmus. If there is deficiency of protein with carbohydrate will be there, then that particular child is suffering from another disease, that is a marasmus. So deficiency of protein along with carbohydrate deficiency leads to marasmus. While the 3 sources of protein, so there are several sources of protein. So pulses, soya bean, fish, egg, milk, even cheese. These all are the what? Sources of protein. So these are the different sources of protein, like pulses, soya beans, fish, egg, milk. These are the several sources of protein. So this will be the answer of this question, that what is the effect of protein deficiency on the health of children, and any 3 sources of protein. This is of 3 marks. Now coming to the 5 marks question. In that question, 2 segments are there. In the first 3A, that question was asked was what is motion, and 3B, there are 3 pictures are given and you have to identify the type of motion and you have to describe about that motion. So let us see what is motion. So when we say an object is moving, it is always with respect to another object, as we have studied. When we say anything is moving around us, it is always moving with reference to other object or with respect to another object. Let us see what is motion. So an object is said to be in motion if its position with respect to another object changes with time. So what is motion? If any object changes its position with respect to another object, that changes with time, if its place changes from one position to the another position with respect to another object, then at that time we can say that that particular object is in motion. So what is motion? An object is said to be in motion if its position with respect to another object changes with time. This time is going on, and if the position of a particular object with respect to another object changes, then at that time we can see that a particular object is in motion. So this will be the definition of motion, and this thing you have to write in this answer. Now coming to the other one, that in the first picture, that is a clock, a movement of these hands of the clock is there. So you have to identify which type of motion is there. So this is a periodic motion, okay? And now one question arises here, how it is a periodic motion? A type of motion which repeats itself after a fixed interval of time is called periodic motion. For example, hands of a clock, the blades of rotating fan, the motion of swing. These all are what? Periodic motion. So what is periodic motion? A type of motion which repeats itself after equal interval of time. Right now, in this clock, right now it's 10:10. After 12 hours, it again will be, it will be a 10:10. So it means that here, this hands of a clock repeat itself after the fixed interval of time. It's after 12 hours. So we can say that it is in periodic motion. So the answer will be periodic motion, and the definition will be this, that a type of motion which repeats itself after a fixed interval of time is called periodic motion. Okay. Now coming to the second picture, that is B, and here the car is moving on the road, on the straight road. So it will be a rectilinear motion. So let us see what is a rectilinear motion. So when an object in translational motion moves in a straight line, it is said to be in rectilinear motion. What is translational motion? If each and every part of the object cover the same distance. So here this car is moving is in translational motion. If you have written the translational motion also, then it will be correct. So the rectilinear motion is what? So when an object is in translational motion, moves in a straight path, means path coupled by this object is a straight path. So this will be a rectilinear motion, but most appropriate answer will be a rectilinear motion. So when an object in translational motion moves in a straight line, it is said to be rectilinear motion. Now coming to the picture number 3, that is a C, that is this. This is a rotational motion. So what is rotational motion? When an object moves about an axis and different parts of it move by different distances in a given interval of time, it is said to be in rotational motion. If any object that is moves about an axis, as you can see, it is moved along its axis and its different parts covers the different distances in a given interval of time. So it is said to be in rotational motion. So this is the answer of this question, that is question number 3. Third A, that is what is motion. In third B is asked three pictures are given. You have to identify the type of motion and you have to explain each of them. So A will be a periodic motion, B is a rectilinear motion, and C is a rotational motion. So till here it was asked. Thank you for listening me. I hope all of you have understood that. Thank you.